that's the first time we played with them, the Misfits and Necros in Detroit. They kind of just took us under their wing for at least like a year. They took us on tour and everything. So at some point, Arthur Googie had quit, and they didn't have a drummer, and the show was over. The show was already booked. It was the show with the. So it's Misfits, Necros, Beastie Boys. Beastie Boys is a punk band before they.
Yeah.
There's a famous photo with the Die Die My Darling like figure on it. So they needed the T-shirts added for them. So I had to play. I had to play 2 sets. I had to do the Necros set and the Misfits set. We went a little. We showed up a couple days early so I could do some rehearsal, which was I think we rehearsed twice. Maybe I was already a fan. The songs are pretty easy as far as drumming goes. I was pretty proficient at that point. But then of course the Necros play and then the Misfits go to play, and almost the first note of the first song I get hit on the head with a full beer can. So it turns out Bobby Steele, the band's old guitar player, is up on the balcony with a case of beer, chucking beers at the band. Right? They're popping off Jerry only like nothing, right? But I get popped in the head like immediately. But I didn't miss a beat apparently. So that was the first show I did. So the second one was the Necros were on tour, and we were ending our tour. We were opening for the Misfits in Detroit, and they had a new drummer, Brian Damage, from New Jersey, or from New York, I think. We met up in Detroit. We did a little pre-show partying, and Brian got a little too drunk, or a lot too drunk, and tried to actually play the set. He had no business even being behind a drum set at that point. So I think they got through one song and maybe half of it in the second song. Doyle kind of picked him up and like tossed him outside at the back of the club. Everybody's yelling for me because I already know the songs anyway. So I ended up, that was my drum set anyway because we had opened. So